Alrighty, let's see what happens. For those of you who are joining in well after the broadcast is over, the live broadcast is over, my name is Anthony Gray, also known as Grayscale Painting. And as you can see, got an 11 by 14 that I've messed around with and painted earlier. And I decided to do a lattice painting. I haven't done one in quite a while, so why not? Of course, you know, I got that goofy thumbnail going on. So I gotta wait for my own ads to disappear so I can click the hello Beth, how are you? I'll get it together in a second here. So I'm just getting a tablet ready, and then we'll be right on our way. And you look at the screen down below there. I don't have the other light on because I'm using a different camera. The camera that you're looking at, the Lattice, the taped up board with, is actually the camera that you would look at my face with. Alright, but it gives a clearer picture. Unfortunately, it does not have a zoom. It is a webcam. So, that's the vantage point you got. Alright. It's really because of the size of the paper, or the size of the board. If it was a larger board, the camera would be further back, and you know, it would look a little more manageable, a little more even. But I guess that'll somewhat do, I guess. Alright, so we got some dark blue, got some canned orange, got some alizarin crimson, yellow ochre, and some white. Will things change? Probably. But as of right now, this is what I'll be working with. Alright, like I say, I haven't done lattice work in a while. It's just half-inch tape going, you know, across on each side. Alright, whatever I'm going to do for the background, I'll do it now. Whatever it may be. Then once I'm satisfied with what the background will look like, then I'll more likely peel off the tape. Now, as I was doing the background, I figured, well, that would make some interesting wood grain patterns or whatever. So I decided to just tape it, cover up the triangular areas, and then once I peel back the tape, then the background will become the lattice work, and then we can work from there. Alright, so paintings like this usually take a little bit of time, but we will go through with it, and hopefully we'll just have a good time and, you know, have a little fun while doing it. Alright, since I've explained all of that, I guess we can just get to the getting here. I didn't use any glycerin or anything of that nature as of yet. So we'll just put it on, put the paint on dry, do whatever effects I would like to do with it, and then go from there. Okay. So let's get a little bit of orange. Yeah, you guys can kind of barely see it. I know you guys can see the tablet right here. You see the reflection of the ceiling. It's because I don't have the light on. If I had the light on, it would be an incredible glare on this side, and you guys won't see much of anything. So I'll be working out those issues later on. A little titanium white with the orange, just to brighten it up. Something a little on the bright side there. Maybe a touch of ochre in it. Something like that. So within all of that brown, we'll punch in some light spots somewhere. We'll just maybe punch it in around here somewhere like this. And so basically all I'm doing is acting like the tape isn't even really there. Okay. So as I punch it in, then I'll just kind of scumble some bright areas in there. Just like that. It will be a total different look by the time I peel back this tape. Alright. So I gotta have at least one bright little spot somewhere in here. Then I'll surround the rest with some darkness of some sort. Just like that. No more, no less than what you see in there. All right, let's get into a little bit of dark. Let's get some of this in crimson. I'll put the crimson right here. A little touch of that dark blue, and we'll mix it in together. All right. Okay. Maybe a little more blue. Nothing really scientific about this. It's just dark color. And we'll just kind of pounce some of that in there. Here and there. Just like that. Now kind of throw in the rest there. Just like so. If you don't think it'll make a little bit of a difference, it will. Trust me. Like I say, the brown that I'm looking for, I want to be the lattice work itself. I kind of like that purple around in there. But I can't really use it because some of the lattice is going to be that color. So we'll slap a little bit of orange in all of this. A very grayish color. And we'll pop some of that in there, particularly dark. Darker than what I've already laid down in there. Just like that. Alright. Maybe some more white in there. That kind of makes things a little different in the corners there. Mix it in there. Like I say, it may look a little crazy right now. It may look like I don't know what the heck I'm doing, but you'll see as we go forth in this. Alright. Hey Marilyn, how are you? I know there's a few people on right now as I'm doing this. One person in particular, as a matter of fact, I'm watching her. I don't have the volume up, but I'm watching her do her auction while I'm doing this. Yes, she is just that interesting that I will do that. Okay. Oh, let's get a little bit of blue. Put it right here. Get a little bit of white in that blue. Lighten it up a little bit. And we'll throw some of that love right in here. Like I say, it is kind of odd looking for right now. And it's okay. We want odd. We want different. Okay. And basically, I want all these squares filled up with just color. Basically. Let's go with straight blue. Right in here. Kind of blend it in with some of the other colors. Why not? Just like that. The original color that I painted will be the lattice work itself. And in the end, it'll have a 3D-ish quality to it after I get done playing around with it a little bit. There's no glycerin or anything in this. Just all paint, let it dry. No more, no less. All right, got my little light spot right there, so we're all good. The advantage of having the camera so close to me like that is that you really don't see my head. So I just hope my audio's coming through real clear and loud enough for you. Oh, Jay, you did find it, huh? Yeah, it's a lot of fun. I don't do too many animal paintings, but that one was particularly pretty cool. It was fun to do. I must admit, it was fun. It was. All right. I'm going to get I usually, no matter what size, I usually deal with the 1/2-inch square. This fella right here. Okay. All right. I will put some water on the brush. Let me get my towel back. I usually put my towel on my lap here. I'm just used to having it there. I can quickly wipe off any excess paint or water on the towel and just keep the show going. All right, we're going to put some long stem leaves in here. let's get a little bit of this here yellow. Get a little bit of blue. We'll mix it in. Okay, a little more blue. Just like so. Put it in there pretty good. Now, I will use a little bit of glycerin for the for what you see down here. I'm gonna get a little bit of white, brighten it up a little bit because everything's kind of dark with the exception of that little orangey spot there. And I'm just doing basic, just leaves. Yeah, we'll use glycerin. Glycerin helps the paint. One, it becomes a little more transparent, but depending on how much glycerin you use, but it just helps the paint. I use thick acrylic paint. It just helps the paint flow smoother across all of this. Okay, no particular, because you're only going to see bits and pieces of this foliage anyway. All right, and I think I'll just have it go straight up in the air, more or less. So we'll just start it from right around here and thicken it out, just like so. Don't worry about if it does not. There, just like that. So there'll be a lot of that going all over the place here, and we'll just kind of pop one off here, just like that. We'll have one come up here, just like that. You're gonna have to use your imagination here. Act like the lattice work isn't there. All right, we'll have a kind of short one. We'll have it kind of come down like that. All sorts of little designs in there. Okay, and just keep going with it. Like, you know, a lot of this will be won't even be seen, more or less. But you're gonna paint it like it is going to be seen. So it's just keeping flow with the painting. So even though you see the, you know, me painting these leaves and branches or whatever, act like, you know, they're gonna all be seen. Okay. Just like that. Twist it right around there. Now I'm gonna look at myself do this to make sure that everything's copacetic here. You guys can still see everything. I guess you guys can. I guess it's still okay. I'll do something different here. Well, I was going to do something. I'll just make it a regular one. I was going to do something different for this one, but I don't necessarily have to. Okay. Maybe I'll do, even though it really won't matter at this stage, I'll get a little bit of red, put it in there. It doesn't matter at this point, but I'll do it anyway just to do it. I'll come down with one right here. I'll just kind of make a, I mean, you won't even see this leaf, maybe. But I will put it in there anyway. You don't know what parts will be seen, won't be seen. So we're going to just put one up above there. You can't hear me very well, but it could be me. That means that the webcam, if you can't hear me now, that means that the audio is coming from the webcam, and that's not a good sign. That's not good, because I am plugged in audio-wise to the unit, and I got a feeling I'm plugged through the unit. I'm using the webcam audio, and that's not what I wanted to use. And I think that's what's going on with it. If you cannot hear me very well, because I do have the mic on the lapel mic on, so I might have to do an adjustment. If you guys can't hear me, then I guarantee you I'm coming through that audio. But I need more than just one person to let me know. Where am I at here? So I'll throw another plant in there. I'll put one just hanging around up here somewhere, like this. Like I say, it kind of doesn't matter at this point. You guys can kind of sort of see it. It's the glare of the light as I'm doing it. And it's the overhead light. I don't have any other light on but the overhead light. I don't have either light on because I already know what trouble is going to happen if I do put that light on like that. I'll take a little bit of yellow, a little bit of ochre here. Maybe a slight touch of white. I don't want it really too bright. Let's get a little bit of glycerin, just a little bit, just to get the paint to flow a little bit better. It's not going to really make it any less opaque with that white in there. And I guess I'll just kind of, it needs to be a little, not necessarily brighter. No, we'll leave it. We'll leave it. Yes, it does. You really don't know how bright you need something. You don't know really how bright you need something until, yeah, it is the audio. All right, I know what's going on with it. It's not going through the lapel mic. It's going through the cam. And I got a low voice, so my voice doesn't project very well. So I do know what's going on. Yeah, it is a low volume. It's a low volume because it's going through the camera. So that's going to present a very major issue because I don't talk loud, I don't yell. So I thought it was really going through this lapel mic. I was really hoping that it did. Hold on for 1 second. Nope. A buddy of mine just let me know. And that's the information I actually need. So I think I know how to solve it too. I think. We're going to have to see. God dog it. The sponge came off again. Alright. I don't know if I'll be able to do it right now. I don't think so. Not while this is live. Let's see something here. If I can give it a shot, that's the best I can do. So bear with me 1 second. Okay. I really don't want to do that. I know it's beta tested, but I don't think it's going to do anything. Use USB audio source. No, I really don't want to use USB audio source. It's not even in there like that. I don't want to mute the audio either. I don't see it. And I don't want to use the cam audio. There's no other USB but the cam. That's not cool. And because this lapel mic is powered, so, and I got it off. And I only turned it off because people said they heard me without it. But I shouldn't have to turn it on for you guys to hear me. So, and I don't think you guys can hear me now even with it turned on. I am using the audio from the unit, but you guys are not, it's not picking up the audio from the unit. And I don't really want to use the cam microphone. So if I cannot use the cam mic, I can't use the cam. I would have to go back to my camera. But I can use the second camera for the audio source because it is on. I just cannot shut the camera off. It has to be on permanently. Man, I sure don't want to turn that on at all. But I might have to. Yeah, it's at a very low volume because my voice is not projected towards the camera. It's projected towards the painting. And I don't yell. My voice is, it's just my voice. So it is a problem. It's a major problem because it's just the voice God gave me, and I don't yell. So it being very low, that's just a distraction, if anything. So, okie dokie then. I'm gonna have to do something else. Um, Let me get this taken care of though. Let me get this taken care of. But I'm glad see, I'm glad that I know now, because I know what to do to fix it. Preferably, I wish I'd have known better. Um, I wish I'd have known better beforehand, because now it is gonna bother me. Um, because for this video, for me to keep it, it has to be right, and it's not right. So I can pretty much probably take this mic right out of the unit because it's no good. I'll find out in a second when I pull this thing out of here. If you guys you guys will let me know if there's no talking. If you guys can still hear me, let me know, because I don't want to have this thing on me for the next 50 minutes. So let me know if you guys can still hear me. If you guys can still hear me, then I know it's the mic, or it's the cam that's doing all of that. So anybody that types fast, I need an answer quickly here. Can you guys still hear me? All right, then it's the cam audio. Yeah, that's really no good. That is horrible. We can't do that. All right. Well, thank you for letting me know. The camera is right beside my shoulder here, and obviously it's facing the board, and my mouth obviously is facing the front of the board. So yeah, you're not going to be able to hear much of anything. Okay. All right. Well, anyway, we got that situation going on. So I do know how to fix that. I'm just gonna have to use these smaller. Um, I can't believe I dropped that. I got another chair too. All right, I do know how to fix that, but I'm gonna have to deal with it a little bit later. So right now, you're just gonna have to hear the very softly muted version of this this broadcast. But at least now I know. I'm just getting a little bit of glycerin, just blue right out of the just straight blue here. And once again, I'll just do the shell side of the leaves. A lot of this is like red on the tape itself, and that's okay. That's fine. I do expect to do that. I expect for that to happen. All right. Simple fact that I am doing the artwork as a lattice on using the tape as a mask, more or less. So, but I don't want to ruin the flow of the painting. Okay, plus it would be extremely time consuming to try to draw around. Ouch! Try to draw around all of that. Okay. All right. I think. Well, let's put some other stuff in there while I'm thinking about it here. Go back to yellow, a little bit of white. Put it in there. Lighten it up a little bit. A little more white. We'll throw some wild grasses in there or something. Something in the background to keep it fairly interesting. And then we'll work on the lattice. The lattice work, it can be taxing, depending on how you look at it. Okay, really up to you. We'll throw a couple of these in there. Like I say, you'll see some of them you will not see. usually when you're doing grasses like this. I don't, believe it or not, I'm using like the corner. I'm just turning it around there. I'll come around in here a little bit. Some get higher, some get lower. It's all right. Go in another direction with it. Looks crazy right now, but you'll see what's going on when I'm finished. Because we'll darken some of these too as we're doing it. And all these will be shown through the little holes there. Okay, let's get some more glycerin. We'll put it here in this yellow-white mix and get a little bit of blue, just a little bit. Put a little green into this, just like that. The shadow is coming from obviously me and surrounding areas here because I don't have the side light on. If I have the side light on, this whole side will be washed out because of the camera's light sensitive, very light sensitive. So get a little bit of red here. We'll darken it up a little bit, just for some contrast between the blades of grass, even though it's covered by the tape. Just still need a little bit of contrast in there. Need more glycerin. It's too thick. There we go. Okay. We'll continue that again. Yeah, that's better. Crisscross. Different directions. Come over this side where it's a little darker at there. Okay. Yeah, that'll work. Oh, I have no doubt, Marilyn, that you can hear me. It's just that it's low because my voice is low. All right, we'll start peeling off all 11 strips of tape on one side. All right, and you'll see what I'm talking about here. And just be careful with peeling this stuff off. What I'm going to do to sell this image of the lattice being, now it's your choice which part of the lattice is shaded and which one is higher. All right. So this part won't be too bad. It's a peel and lift, a pull and lift type of thing that I'm doing here. Okay. So like I said, some of this you'll see and some of this you won't see. It's just the nature of the beast doing lattice work, doing stuff like this. Okay. Here we are. Let's get this. No, not that one. Skip everyone. Let's go down here. There you go. There we go. Some of you might get a little confused to like, what the heck? But not as difficult as you would think. Whatever you see that is brown, that's the actual lattice. Okay, anything you see that's in between that, that's the actual background there. All right, okay. So you'll see in a second. Like Christmas. Oh yeah. Here's the reason why I don't do too many of these. As you can see, it does take a little bit of work. but it's, you know, it's not too bad if you don't think of it as tedious and work. You make your day go by a little better. Still pull or pull lift. Okay, so you really don't disturb anything. I'm missing one. I knew I was. Makes it a little tougher. You don't have any nails either. You just clip them. There we are. I knew I skipped one. There we go. Okay, I believe I got all 11 pieces. All right. Now, if I choose for this, obviously, to be the bottom half, will make 1A to be darker. Okay, so we'll just go over it to be darker. Won't be as difficult as you would think. I will just take advantage of. Oh, let's get. I'll do it this way. Get a little maroon. We'll put the maroon right here. Get some maroon, pretty dark. I'll probably use some oak, some umber for this, because the blue I have is okay, but it's not the blue that I would prefer. Now it's going to look very dark for you guys because of the shadow that I'm casting on this. I think I can get away with. Yeah, I can get away with that. I'm getting glycerin. You're going to need glycerin for. Well, I will need glycerin for this, because I need a little more glycerin. It's more like a glaze than anything else. So I'm just playing with it here. Still want to give the appearance of wood. So it'll be just a quick flick to the left and right, because this is going to be the boards underneath. Okay, and they're angled this way in this direction. Okay, so we'll start here. Right from the edge, we'll just kind of give it a quick flick, and it'll be like casting a shadow from each slat of the wood. Okay, just like so. Now remember, this is all tape, so if you go over that, that's fine. Okay, just don't go into your leaf area. But if you go into the tape area, you're good. You're okay. You're okay. Okay. I'm looking at it to make sure it's still somewhat dark enough to kind of pull it off here. I think it is. But I'll look at it and see. If not, then I'll get it to be a little bit darker. But I don't think I would need that. I think I can do for that to be a little bit darker. So, well, I'm still early into doing it, but I can also go the other direction and just go. Well, there's a couple ways you can do it. I'll just put the umber right here. Okay, because I know which way it's going, and I know that's tape, and it's pretty much the same direction, so I can just take it and just go dark like that, and just darken all of it that way. It will make time go by a little quicker doing it that way too, if I chose to go that route. A little glycerin still, because you got to make it kind of transparent. Okay. Oh, she's talking about the Robin video. Yeah, if I talk too low, it's going to sound like a consistent mumble. And that's just bad for business, too. You can do this with a rake brush. You know, whatever. Actually, you know what? Just to have it go by a little faster, I'll do it like this. I'll just go across, just like that. Now, you're going across the tape. You're not going across the artwork itself. I'll just do it this way. It's faster this way. All right, like I say, it's more for time than anything else. So I'll just go right on across the whole thing like that. Just like so. Now, when I peel off the tape for the other one, I don't have to do it like this because one slat is lower, obviously, than the other one. The other one doesn't need this. So it will separate itself by itself. So you're just giving the illusion of it, that's all. And you're making sure you're doing your strokes inside the squares or diamond shape, however you want to perceive what it looks like. Okay. And it's a glaze. Now, I ran out of it, so I'll just make some more. So I just took the glycerin, put it right here, get a little bit of brown, put the brown in there, get a little bit of blue, same three colors, put the blue in there, put a little bit of alizarin crimson in there, just like that. So it's got the glycerin already in there, so it's already transparent. Glycerin does not change your color. It doesn't make it light, it does not make it dark, it just makes it transparent. And it makes a perfect glaze. A little dab of do you, just like the old hair commercial, for those in the States who know exactly what I'm talking about. Okay. So you really don't need too much of this to make the color shift. Alright. You're not overpowering your color underneath at all. You are changing the value, changing the hue of it. Like I say, paintings like this, they take a little time to do. If I use whiter tape, I would put the shadow strokes in there. I'm still going to end up using shadow to give that 3D effect to it. But it's only on one side, thank goodness. And believe it or not, because it's warm in the room, I got the heater going, the glycerin will dry rather quickly. So I'll get back to reading some of your comments in a second. Let's see what you got here. Jay, the X-Acto knife, all you have to be is just respect that thing. Just be careful with it. A brand new sharp X-Acto knife will take off layers of skin. You won't even know it till it's too late. You bleed all over your painting. I'm telling you from experience. Just be careful with it. That's all. Just respect it. It's very sharp. Never rush with an X-Acto knife. You're just begging for a mistake. You're just begging for something to happen when you do that. Okay. No harm, no foul. There you go. You got your dark wood slats. Now once we peel off the other one, the lighter slats, it will be going over all of that. Alright. Okie dokie then. So as I'm looking and I'm checking things out, okay, I'll do it that way. Because we're going to need a strong shadow. Alright. The shadow will be only on one side of the slats. So I already see where I'm going to put the shadow. One of the few instances where I will be using black, because one is just quicker to use it. I could use I can use the umber itself really to do it. But we'll see. We'll see. I can get away, I think, using just raw umber. But I'll just get a little bit of black there. I don't need too much. This is that thick stuff. You need a brush with a pretty good solid edge to it, which is this flat brush here. I don't necessarily need glycerin for this. I'll dip into a tiny bit of water and loosen up the paint just a little bit. I don't need no more than just a tiny bit. And what I'll do, I'll start from the bottom here. What I'll do is I'll just add a little line right in here. Just get yourself a nice straight line, just like that. You'd be surprised, um, just like so. Or I can just do one of these numbers, just drag the whole thing, just like that. All right. Okay. They don't have to be surgically precise. Just don't go into your artwork. But you'll see what I'm talking about in a second. The technique is pretty cool, to be honest with you. I'll do the same thing here. Get a uniform thickness at least. Once again, just use a brush. Get a little bit of water. Just use a brush that holds up very, very straight. See that? Crisp. See that? That edge? Look at that. You need a brush like that. Alright. Okay. Now, whether you're left-handed or right-handed, you start from the top to the bottom, bottom to the top, whatever works for you. Either way works for me, really. It's just where I'm most comfortable doing it. When you're doing lines like this, okay, move your whole arm. Don't try to do it with your wrist. Once again, you're just inviting trouble. Use your whole arm. Your whole arm. So don't do one of these numbers with your wrist. Use your whole arm. Alright. Once again, that's something you just have to practice and just get it into your mind to do. So I'm going across the art, going across the tape, whole thing, only on one side. I'm turning my brush, I'm flipping the brush while I'm gathering the paint. All right. Only on one side. Now I'm looking at it from the monitor up above, so it still looks, you can see it now, the 3D quality that's starting to take. Okay. Some of you may get a little nervous doing something like this because you don't have a ruler or whatever. It's just a little practice. That's all. You thought I was done? Are you kidding me? Oh no, honey, we're not done. We're not done. Not yet. Okay, dokie then. We're going to peel off the other half now. And once again, now this will more than likely be obviously the top boards. Okay. Now what I can also do before, I already did it with this one, I'll just replace it. What we'll do, hold on 1 second. We'll just repeat the process on the other side. I might as well do it now. Right here. Right on the other side. So it's the same thing, but you're going to cross, and it's only on one side. You don't do both sides, just one side. Just like so. As you're watching me do this, all right, keep in mind that some of that paint is going on the tape. So the stripe is a lot more even than you think. All right, the tape is actually helping you out with that. Also keep in mind that water cuts through glycerin like a hot knife through butter. Alright, so even though I did use glycerin, the glycerin won't have no effect. The paint in the water cuts right through it. So have no fear. I'm pulling the black outward, okay, into the brush. Keep the sharp edge. So if you think that the line's a little thick, remember you got tape on the other side. Some of that line is going to go away. All right. Where are we at? We're at here. A little bit of water there. The reason why I'm adding water to the black is very thick. And the water will just keep the paint flowing there. Let me do something here. Sometimes with my tablet, the chat freezes. Nope. The last person who talked was Marilyn, all right. Then again, all I have to do is look up above. The chat on the tablet sometimes will freeze. But not on my webcaster. The webcaster, the chat will move in real time. So hopefully as you guys are looking at this, it's starting to make a little sense to you. At least one could hope. Alright. I don't have to use that black necessarily anymore. That's the end of that. Alright. Now we'll peel off the other. You will not see it. It should have been, well, no, we'll make it lighter. All right. My garbage can is right behind me, directly behind me, so I got to do the shimmy and the twist to throw this stuff out. Go from the other side, go from the bottom up. Once again, just pull. Now just remember which way the slats are going. The slats are going this way. All right. So hopefully you guys are looking at this and it kind of makes a little more sense to you. Okay. Now from the background color that I put down initially, I'll show you with this. Okay. Now, we're not paying attention to the ones on the top. These are the guys on the top. But look at the ones on the bottom. See the darkness? See all of that? And you see what the shadow's doing automatically. Okay, that's what I was talking about. All right, so it will happen. And that's just exactly what it's looking like. You see the little foliage in between and whatnot. Sometimes you'll see some leaves, sometimes you will not. But that's absolutely fine. That's, kind of what you're what you want, what you're looking for. All right, let's take a small rake brush or a comb brush or whatever you want to call the thing. It looks like this. I'll put it right there. Okay, you see that? There. See that? All right. This takes quite a bit of water because of the furrow. All right. I think I'll use a little bit of. We'll use a little bit of white, man. Put it right in there like that. Loosen up. Now the paint got to be really kind of a little on the watery side. I'll use a little touch of that umber in it, gray it out a little bit. Okay. And believe it or not, that is actually lighter than what you think. Yeah, we'll just use this. Okay. And what I'll do is lightly stroke all up on the top up here. Very lightly. All right, just kind of wisp it around. Something like that. Very make a game out of it. They don't have to be perfect. Mine is an angled brush. So the more paint that comes out of it, I can take it flat, turn it this way. Okay, come on that way, just like that. Just wisp it around, have a little fun with it. Just like that. You don't have to do every one. Don't do that. Okay, come out straight, narrow, have it curve, whatever. Do what you like. Okay, just random, like that. You think it's white, but it's not. It's tainted with the umber. And remember, if it looks a little gaudy and crazy at first, let it dry. Give it a chance to dry. All right. Have no fear when you do stuff like this. And if you start out and you feel it doesn't look right, you got to paint through the thing. Keep going. Okay. So hopefully it's starting to make a little sense to you now. Okay. All right. Cool. All right. Let's take a little bit of water. Let's get some black. Put it in with that funky gray color. Get some more black. Put it in with that funky gray color. There we go. Just like that. Put it right in there. Okay, mix it up in there. Get a little touch of water. Loosen up the paint just a little bit. Okay. This ought to work for underneath. Don't need to put them all over the place, but it's a little wisp of color. Some craziness in there. You can barely see it. Don't be afraid to use your finger if you think you put too much on there. Just the impression of sometimes it'll show, sometimes it will not. It's all right. It's all right. Like I said, the art police will not come knocking down your door. All right. Okay. bin. Now, that's done. I don't have to add no more of anything to it, unless you know you want to be really picky. And then you can add, where are they? Let's get a, this is Friday night. I don't have to go to work tomorrow. Some of you do, some of you don't. Go work this. All right, let's go into the black. You won't need too much. All you need is a dot or two. Get my water. The ink has to, the paint has to be of inky consistency. So I'm rolling my script liner in this. A whole bunch of water, but not. All right. Right where you feel it might have connected or whatever, you know, just put a couple of those in there. Stuff like this. A couple of little dots there, little nail holes there. Up to you how many you want to do. Maybe you want one of them in there, maybe two, who knows. Okay. Up to you. You don't have to. I want to. And you'd be surprised how many people would love this. Alright. So you don't have to put the two nails in there or whatever. Maybe one nail will do for you. Who knows? Alright. So you don't have to do this. This is definitely artist discretion. Up to you. Alright. Alright. Now, when I decided to do this painting, I already knew it was going to take a little time. But I don't mind. It's just going to... Did the temperature drop a lot?
Huh?
Did the temperature drop a lot?
Oh, God, yeah. It's cold.
Alright. Thank you for the weather update. When I did ask for it. Because I got to take the big boy out after I'm done with this. Alright. Things are going to get real interesting in a few seconds.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'm live. I was just asking about that. Alright, guys. There. Okay. So we got our little nail dot thingies there. But it just looks funny to me when I see it, because I'm so used to the camera being in a different position. But I guess that's okay. If you guys feel it's okay, I guess it's all right. I could move it up a little bit, but yeah, if it's okay, let's see what happens. I'm just gonna be mindful of where the heck I am with this. Of course, you're gonna move there. It's gonna move like that because the knob on this thing isn't tightened. No, I can't do this. Oh, I know why he's doing that. The rug is oh, no. I guess it was just fine where it was. Because, see, to me, that's just far away from me. But that's just me, because I'm used to the other way with the other camera. I can just zoom right in on this thing. The wire isn't very long. I don't like that. It's just me. I really don't like that. I know I need to get it closer to my shoulder here. So hold on, I gotta adjust it again. God, I don't like that. It's just too far for me. I don't think I'm gonna deal with this. It's just way too far away from me. Well, that's just me though. All right, we're gonna continue on. I'll deal with it a little bit later. All right. So let's play. We're gonna get a little bit lighter because the wood is obvious. It's brown. The overhead light is shining more on this side. All right, from up above, you can see it here. All right, so it's hitting here. You don't want me to turn the other light on. You wouldn't be able to see anything over here. Okay, so I do have a sheer curtain that I can put right around the light that will diffuse a lot of that. But I'm glad that what's going on right now is going on, so I can adjust it and fix it a little bit later. Okay. All right, let's go back into our blue. We'll put it right there. And let's get a little bit of ochre. Pop it in there like that. There we go. Just like so. We'll put it in there like that. Alrighty. Let's get some glycerin. Makes the paint flow. I'm getting plenty of it. And we're going to put it right in the middle of all of that. Just like that. Now, you're not going to see it as well as I can because of that shadow that I'm casting. I'm going to have to move the light to the back of this table, which is no biggie. Just a cute little adjustment there. All right. Let's come up here. Follow me up here. Okay. We can be really silly now. Now we can put stuff in front of the lattice here. All right. Oh, let's just have something coming from up here. We'll have it come, loop around, and we'll kind of pop it right there. We'll put one here. Okay. I know it's a little dark. I know. It's all right. We'll put one curling down right here, right around in there like that. Okay, I'll lighten it up a little bit there. Put a little red in there, dull it just a fraction. A little glycerin. I'm gonna try to get away, not to get into the water. I don't want water, just glycerin here. All right, here we go. Once again, get some leaves going here. And we'll just kind of pop them in there like this. Okay, we'll kind of pop them in there like that too. Just like that. Well, that's one down. This is roll canvas, and it is on foam board. So I just glue the canvas on the foam board. Extremely light, extremely durable, nice painting surface. Okay, so we got our two here so far. All right, well, we'll kind of pop one. Maybe he's connected. He comes this way. We'll put him kind of straight ahead there. Kind of block him in like that. And then we'll just kind of have a little fun with him. Just like this. Okay. All right. I really enjoy doing flowers like these. I just think they look cool. No more, no less. I just think they look great. All right, we're going to lighten it up just a little bit. Okay. Let's have some coming. We'll still have it flow in this direction, but we'll have it come around in here like this. We have one go straight down here in the corner, just like that. All right. Okay, and we'll just kind of pop them in there like so. And we'll do the other one. Boom, 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 like that. And drip around there. We won't even give this one much of a stem. We'll just start them right here, just like that. Okay. He's just poking right through there. And then once again, we just kind of angle him like that. Do the other one just like this. Okay. So he doesn't get too much of a stem. He's maybe around in there somewhere. It's okay. How about this? We have one coming here. He goes in out of there like that, and he just pops over here like this. Aim downward there like that. Okay. You got to add the sound effects. If you don't add the sound effects, instant failure. Take the F for the day. Just like that. We'll kind of make them a little droopy thing right up around here. Okay. All right. Let's get a little bit of blue. Put the blue right here. A little more blue than that. And we'll add some blue in there like this. All right. Small amount of glycerin. glycerin here. Okay, we'll add the shadow side. Right underneath here. Press, pull, release. Press, pull, release. Press, pull, release. Put it in there like that. Over here on this side. Press, pull, release. Press, pull, release. Press, pull, release. Press, pull, release. We're gonna keep going here. Press, pull, release. Press, pull, release. Press, pull, release. Press, pull, release. Get some more blue. Darken her up a little bit. There's glycerin already in here, so I don't really need to add all of that in there. Right here. Yeah, you guys can still see. Okay. I might need to go a little darker with this, but we'll see. I won't make that final judgment yet. Yeah, I might. But we'll see first. Okay, let's get a little orange this time. Let's put some orange in there. Put the orange right here. Gotta beef the orange up with a little white though. There we go. Okay, a little more orange. Just like that. Put orange in there. Something different today. All right, get a touch of glycerin and put it in there. That white helps the orange become more opaque when I put the glycerin on there. All right, so it can be seen. Once again, pull your paint, nice sharp wedged edge. Okay, actually that should have been on this side, so we'll just make up for that right now. Boom, 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 just like that. Oh, actually, yeah, I was wrong. This should have been the lip side right here. That's the good thing about acrylics. Make a mistake, cover it up, just like the government. Now, this one here, because of that glow, it's actually on the other side, like this. Okay, all right. And then we'll add a cute little, now I'm just using the back end of this brush to add the thin lines. Just the corner of the brush. The corner right there. Just get a little more orange. Put it right in there. Get a little more white. Add that. Put that in there like that. You think it's really bright until you put it up against your painting. And you see how unbright it is. So don't let it fool you. Here. Stir it around. Now remember, the glycerin makes it a little more opaque. Okay. Right up in here like this. Now when I'm over here on this side, the glare, I'm pretty much doing it by feel because the glare is very strong. Right here. Just like that. Alright, we're going to get some more paint. I'm going to use the corner of the brush. Just the corner of the brush. You'll be able to feel, once you get accustomed to it, you'll feel where the corner of the brush is. And you'll be able to do, what you see me doing here. Alright. Okay. Alright, let's deepen that shadow edge. Put it right here. And this time I'm going to use brown. Now that's the deep. I didn't get rid of the orange. It really won't matter at this point. See that? Nice deep color there. Like that. And then add the glycerin. Maybe a slight touch of black in there. There. Even with this dark muddy color, it's still somewhat transparent. Okay. I just want to strengthen up the shadow side. That's all. Alright, so we're going to do the same thing, but just with the shadow side, it's going to be more of a, let's get some of that off of there. There. Yeah, okay. That'll work. Now what I just did there, it brings it too close to the color of the actual wood. So we're not going to do that. We're going to add just more black. So it's a good thing I did have this black out here. So I'll coat my brush with black. Then I'll go back into my brown with the black. Like that. It needs contrast against that gate. Follow me. There. Alright, now let's try that again. Much better. That's better. Now you can see the difference. Okay, just those little tweaks will help you get the difference, get the hues, all that you need there. Just like that. Don't be. Now it's still a glaze, so you can bring it right up into that plant. Don't be bashful about that. You're not really getting rid of all that green. That green is still show through. But you are changing the hue. Alright. Because you need that contrast between the light and the dark. Just like that. A little more glycerin. There we go. It makes it transparent, but it's not changing that color. The color is still dark, still pretty deep. Okay. The brush strokes also play a big part of this. Everything kind of aims toward there. The center, the beginning of the center vein of the leaf. Okay, let's take a little bit of white. Let's put it right into this orangey stuff here. Just like that. Alright. And now we'll just, once again, we'll just highlight that center vein a little bit more than what's showing here. Just like that. Turn my brush around, add a little bit of brightness to it. Go back into the brighter mix. You don't have to do the whole deal. Alright. Nice. Alright, let's take that same color. Let's go into the glycerin. Because it's very bright. So I'll just give an example. The brighter the highlight, the less of it you really need. Okay, so we're going to just tease some bright stuff like right here. Like that. Watch. See? Just a slight little touch. You follow me? See how that I did that? Let's go here. Slight touch. Push, lift off. Push, lift. Push, lift. That's it. It does take practice. I won't kid you. Let's skip that one. Let's kind of just make. Yeah, we'll just give him one there. All right. You don't have to do every one. You can always skip one. Like say this one's a bright one, so give him the bright one right there, and maybe start right here. Like that. So you skip one. So one leaf is kind of sunken under the other one because dark retreats. Let's get a little push there. Let's skip that middle one and we'll just do this. Boom. Okay. Alright. Once again, we'll skip the one in the back here on the bottom. Skip the one in the back. Put it right here. Boom, like that. Alright. Yeah, just highlight him too. Like that. Okay. Alright, we'll stop playing with all of that. Hey, isn't it? Why is this here? Get out of there. Doesn't make any sense. I know she's still doing her auction. There we go. Okay. Now, because of all the extra added lights, some of this is becoming a little washed out. Alright, that's just the light hitting it. Okay. That's basically why. Alright. Let's play a little game here. This one here we're gonna use water. Okay. We'll put some vines in there. Let's take the X-Acto knife. And let's clear off some of this. I have a giant beach towel on my lap where I can wipe all this little stuff off of. Okay. Let's clear it all up. Let's get rid of it all. Clear it up for the next batch of colors we're going to use. No fuss, no muss. This is a glass palette. Okay. And trust me, I've put it through its paces. It's darn near possible to scratch up, scruff up. They've believe me, they made this thing definitely for artists. You can get it with a gray bottom, what you see here, or you can get it white. There, all right. Doesn't have to be perfect, just clear it out. Okay. Blue, right here. Let's put it right there for right now. A little bit of this ochre, put it right in there. Okay. We'll stir it up pretty good there. A little more of this blue. A little green there. Alright, let's get a little touch of white. Come on, get in there. Put it right in there, just like that. Alright, something like that. Let's get some water. Now, it's kind of redundant for me to say plenty of water when you're dealing with a script liner, but you know, get yourself a lot of water, considering you're using a script liner. You just need it as for an inky type of fluidity. All right. Okay. All right. So let's go from over here, using the tip of the brush. Yeah, you guys can pretty much see, and we just play right through the lattice there. Come over here. Maybe come over here. Come loop around like that, and whatever. And we'll just kind of snake it around that leaf. Let's have it come here, like that. All right. All right. And we'll pop one there. Come around here. Just kind of circle around. It disappears. It probably pops up around here somewhere. This curls like that. Something like so. All right. Okay. No problem, Marilyn. You have a good evening or morning. I appreciate you stopping by. I really do. And just have it come around here like that. Slink around. We'll have one coming up around here like that. Now these do take a little time to do because of the lattice work. But if you do it right and everything kind of flows well, it pays off. But it does take a little time to do. I won't even kid you. It does. All right. We are around the 85% mark. Okay. Let's throw a cute flower or two in there, and then we'll call it a night. So, let's get a little bit of. Now, keep in mind what we have going on here. Okay. You got your maroons and purples. You got your greens and browns. All of them are related to brown, which is why you still got your harmony, including the green. All right. The umber has green in it. Umber is brown with green in it to make that brown. Sienna is brown with red in it. All right. So you got our purples, you got your maroons, you got your greens, and the yellow ochres. Because the ochre's got a little bit of that brown in it. Okay. But everything's in color harmony and related to each other. All right. Well, they're darn near color opposites. Okay, because of the purple and the green. Purple's close to red, and then you got the green. You follow me? I hope I make a little bit of sense here. All right. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you can't hear me. Like I said, if I can't really do anything much with this camera setup, I won't use it at all. I'll just go back to my main cam. The only thing I can do, really, is to plug my microphone into my other camera, one that's looking at the palette. And it's the same camera, and that mic will work in that camera. It will accept that audio, and I can do it that way. But I have to run a test real fast to make sure that's okay. And if it's okay, then maybe I'll stick with using this camera here. My lapel mic inside the camera overrides the microphone in here. This is you're listening to me from the microphone from this the webcam. So that's why we got our little bit of issue here. And it does allow me to use use USB audio, which is essentially coming from the webcam. But if you guys can barely hear me, I really don't think that's going to make much of a difference. Even if I change it, like I'm going to do now, it's not going to do anything until I remove it. Anyway, USB audio source. And like I say, it might not do anything. So I would have to redo all of that. You know, turn it off, turn it back on. I don't want to go through that hassle right now. All right. We're too far up into this anyway. We're at 1 hour and 22 minutes. All right. Oh. You know what? Let's go for... Yeah, let's try this. Why not? I never did this as a flower. It might look a little freaky, but hey, you know what? It's my painting. And I'm going to do it anyway. Okay, it is turquoise. Let's make a turquoise rose. Why not? This ought to be interesting. At least we'll do one. We'll see how far that goes. All right, we're going to take a little bit of this blue. Okay, we'll use blue, and we'll put it right here in this green. It doesn't matter right now. Okay, because one, it looks almost like turquoise in itself. And we get a little bit of red. Pop the red in there. Just like that. All right, we'll use this as the base. There we go. So we got some kind of freaky gray purple thing going on here. We'll use this as the base. Why not? I don't necessarily have to add glycerin or anything to this. I needed to dry anyway, so we'll pop it right here. Pop one right in here. Cover that leaf a little bit too. Just like that. Just throw them in there. Like that. Alright. Okay. I don't want to use that. I don't want to use no water. I can, but I don't want to. Okay. Let's take the rest of this. And we'll put one. Nah, we'll just have them kind of close. We'll just pop them right here. Go over that leaf there. Boom, 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 boom. Go right over the leaf. It's all right. You're not going to pass away or anything. You're going to be okay. Put them right there. Okay? Just like so. Put them right in there. Like that. All right, so you got 2 of those. Yeah. Okay. Cool. That'll work. It is what it is. Let's give it a little bit of blue. A little more blue. We'll put the blue right here. A little bit of red. Put the red right here. Just like so. Just like this. I just need a dark patch of whatever right now. All right. So in here, we'll have it facing, we'll give it a little smile. We have it facing this way. Something like that. Okay? All right. A little pit right there. Called in this direction. Something like that. All right. Okay. All right. We'll throw one. Let's have them look at each other. So we call this way upside down. Like that. Give them a little bowl there. actually gonna need to have that a little darker. So get some red here. A little touch of blue. On the side where it's darker, where it's looking upside down, I can't really see it. I have to look at the camera because of the glare. Okay, I see where it is. Okay, so it's around in here somewhere. Okay, cool. That'll work. Okay. I don't need that. I'll go back to the 1/2 inch. We'll work with, let's work with this one. Why not? Let's take our funky looking turquoise here. We'll start fleshing out the flower with this first. I'll get a tiny bit of glycerin. Loosen up this paint. This paint is Grumbacher, is thick paint. So we need to kind of loosen things up a bit. Alright. Okay. Now, it's upside down here. Okay, so the bowl would actually be here. Thin, thick, and thin. Right there's the bowl. Okay. Alright. The flower technically would be upside down. You follow me? So in order to kind of relate it to you, let me do something here real quick. If I can find it, it doesn't look like I can find it, so I'll just use a substitute right now. Right in here, we'll just kind of fade that away, kind of, yeah, make it a little smoother, smooth fade, make it disappear a little bit like that. All right, there. So we got that little stronger, that fades away. No biggie. Okay. Let's get some more of this. We're going to essentially paint some upside down wings. It's going to appear upside down because of the way it's, I got this kind of transfixed here. So we're going to make a tier right here. We'll make a tier come out. Right from here. Come out, come out, come out. Wherever you are, right there, like that. We'll make a tier. We're going to do the same thing. We'll make a floppy tier right here. A little floppy tier right here. Just make a tier. All right? Okay. We're going to actually make the start of a bowl using that crazy two droopy, looks like Bluto's ears or something like that. All right, but we're gonna do something with that. I can probably essentially just start with that right now. I'm coming way over here. We're just gonna lighten up this turquoise just a little bit, just like that. You can see the color shift. All right. A little bit of glycerin. The glycerin, one is make it a little transparent, and two makes it move around a little bit better. Okay, I'm gonna wipe my brush off. We need it pretty, because these flowers are essentially kind of small, so a lot of light finger work here. Okay, let's start from this initial bowl. All right, and what I'm gonna do now, this is upside down. I'm gonna give it a little push. Don't leave anything. I'll just give it a little push and curve it around. A little push here, a little push right there, a little push right up in there like that. Okay, because the guy's upside down. We're going to continue that little line, but we're going to continue the line. I will continue the line this way, just like that. We'll continue the line out this way and curve it inward. Out this way, curve in. Out, curve it inward. Out, curve all that inward. Out, just like that, and we'll leave it like that. Now I will get this even lighter, but let's just flesh out this flower first. Right here, and just curve in here, curve inward. Now I'm working upside down, so I'm working in reverse. It is upside down. Okay, like that. So you guys really can't tell yet until I lighten that up even more, and I'm going to do that. I will put it right here. A little touch of glycerin. It has to be particularly bright. Let's get some more white and really make it stick out there. Glycerin's there. So, right on the tip there. All right, the brighter the highlight, the less of it you need. You gotta be kind of mindful of what you're doing here. Let's go from, let's do this first. Let's go from right here. Give it a little push and go in that way. A little push, go that way. Let's get a higher one, go that way. Then we start curving it around like that. Now from here, see, you continue the line, but you're going in the opposite direction. Put it right in there. Give it a little push. Push it. Push it right in there. Now you start to see where that line is. Hopefully, because I think most of that is washed out. Okay. And from here, doing the same thing. Now remember, I'm working in reverse, and I'm working upside down. All right. Now, if you want to try something different, you got to turn the whole paper over. I understand. There's no, hey, do what you got to do to get to make it happen, Captain. All right. Okay. I am not mad at you if you got to go that route. No, there's nothing wrong with that. Let's go back into our deep turquoise here. And we're going to just continue that nice little bowl thing. Let's go from right here. Spread out and just go inward. Spread out, go inward, turn it inward, like boom, like that. That's kind of like one down. Let's go here. Come on in. Higher, up, higher, and then go on in. We got a big one right here. Okay, now you don't know what the heck I'm doing because it's all the same color, but you'll see. Just like that. All right. Okay. Wipe some of that off. Go back into our white. Put it right in here. Get our glycerin. If you're an oil painter, you'll be using either a little bit of turf or you're going to be using linseed oil, basically. All right. Okay. I know you guys cannot hear me. Yes. I try not to think about it. Okay. Here, let's just start right here, and I'll just kind of wiggle, and just make it disappear. All right, and then I'll just kind of give a little something right here, and it will just kind of turn it inward like that. That has to be a little brighter. I'll take just some white here, and we'll do that again. I'll put it right here. I'll wiggle, and bring it in, so that just pops out. It's like a little fold right there. I can do the same thing here. I'll just kind of wiggle, and just make it disappear right there. All right, and then I'll just go right here and just kind of add them in there like that. Just like that. Okay. All right. We'll come here and boom, boom, just like so. And then we'll come out here, put them in here, just like that. Okay. Oh, we'll get some bright stuff here. I got plenty of this turquoise in there. And we'll just, let's get a little closer. Get the paint to move around a little bit. Right here. All right. Now these flowers are, like I say, these guys are kind of short. They're small. Considering how I'm doing this, they're pretty small. So we'll kind of put a couple in here like this. Like that. Maybe put one in there in the middle like so. Okay, enough of that. Let's get some glycerin. Still got paint on the brush. We'll play around with this darker one like that. Got glycerin. It's turning more into a glaze than anything else. This is how you get transparent leaves. All right, so same style. You're just making it just a little more transparent. Let's go like this. Let's have it come out and circle inward. Have it come out, circle inward. Come out, have it cut in. Have it cut in like that. Do the other one. You got one come out here. Boom, boom, boom. Let's have it point right there. Boom. And he just we'll just curve him in like that. All right. These are fellows way on the outside, on the outer periphery of things. Let's have him go over this leaf. So we like that. And have him go in there. Have him go, let him give him a little turn like that. Okay. Getting some more. Let's have him come behind this. Get a nice little point there. A little point there. A point there. Like that. And let's have him go overlap the other one. I'll show you how to do that when I add the white to it. The white that I barely don't have any of. So let's find my white paint first. There we go. All right. I know you guys can barely hear what I'm saying. So at least I hope that what I'm doing is relaying a little more than what I'm actually saying. One could only hope. A little bit of glycerin. Should be light enough, more or less. Okay, let's go out here. A little touch and let it go. Touch, let it go. A little touch, let it go. Little touch, let it go. Little touch, then just let it go. Okay. You can barely see it because of the glare of my light up there. I do understand that. Right on this side here, we're just gonna give it a nice little touch, and we're gonna kind of make it disappear there. Okay, just like that. We're gonna give him a nice one right up in here. Okay, maybe one right there, and we'll just leave that be. Okay, all right. You know what? Let's do this. Let's have one here. Thin, and he kind of flares out, flares out, flares out, flares out, flares out. Just like that. Instant fold. Keep that one the way it is. See how you can do that? If you didn't catch that, I'll do it again. Let's do it right here. Okay. Thin. Keep that corner, keep the outside pretty straight, pretty smooth. It's the inside you want to kind of add little flair to, and then you get it thin again. So you got another one. Okay, do it just like that. All right. Okay. I think we did enough dilly-dallying around with that fella. Let's go to this guy. Okay. More deep turquoise. A slight touch of glycerin right in here. Just stir it around there. Once again, you keep a pretty sharp edge. All right. This one's facing that way, so we'll pretty much more or less keep it somewhat normal. All right. Once again, we start with the basic bowl shape, thin here, thick, and thin right about there. Okay. And once again, I took that brush. I got soaking in water here. And then I'll just kind of fade that. Fade, get rid of that. Soften the edge up there. Just fade it away. Okay, all right, just like so. All right. And once again, we'll do that teardrop deal. Let's have it flare out about right here. So we put a tear right there like that. We'll have this tear really droopy. Just have him come out that way. Okay, we'll have him looking kind of odd. He's all messed up. We'll kind of have him looking like that. Okay, all right. I got plenty of this dark paint here on my brush. We're gonna probably get rid of a lot of that. Actually, let's do it this way. Let's frame. No, I don't want to do it that way. Let's go out here. We'll just kind of give them a little tip and come on in. A little high point right there, and then one right there, and then we call it quits for that one. This one here is being hidden by the other plant, so we'll just kind of wisp something real quick and give it a little edge here and go that. Maybe we'll put a baby one right in here. Just kind of go in like that. Okay, like this. And we'll do one right about here. Just like that. I kind of know where it's going. You guys might not, but I kind of know what's going to go on with that. Nah, we'll mess around with something like that later. And basically, I just want to get a lot of that turquoise off my brush. All right. Okay. Let's dip into a little bit of white. Let's start framing this stuff out. Right in here. Get a little bit of glycerin. The glycerin's in front of me. Get a little bit of glycerin there. Get a nice sharp edge. That's why I'm wiping back and forth. Okay. All right. We'll start here. Give it a little push and come on in. A little push, go on in. We'll go from here. Go a little push, go inward, a little push, go inward, a little push, higher push right there, go inward, kind of form that. Okay. I can straighten that out a little bit. There we go. Alrighty then. We'll continue with this. So we're gonna just kind of give it a little line here, then it goes inward. Line, gonna go in. Line, kind of scoop it in or like that. Let's give it a little point there and go out that way. And then these fellas kind of curve in. I don't have to give a push because it's the outside edge. Maybe out here. You can line it up a little bit like that. Okay. So you got a nice little divot in there. Actually, I want to do something else with this. I don't know if I can get away with it with this. Let's see. It might not be bright enough. Yeah, I can get away with it and give it a little edge there. So it's kind of cupped in there. All right, so it gives a really funky look for a bent petal. All right, okay. All right, let's move right along here. We're gonna go on the other side. The other side, I think we'll pretty much stick true to things. Right here, give it a little edge there, a little edge, right on the outside, edge. We're gonna go inward, edge, go inward, edge, inward, edge, inward. Right about in there like that. You can keep it just like that. Get a little more white. Put it right in here with the glycerin stuff. All you're doing is just tinting the white a bit. Right here, give it a little push. Right here, give it a little push. Right here. And I'm overlapping these little strokes. Okay. Right here, we'll give one here. But that's probably about it. Yeah, I'll have it overlap the other fellow. Why not put it in front of the other flower? It's okay. And we'll kind of cut him off there. Actually, let's have him overlap too. Give him a nice little cutoff point right in there. Okay. Sweet. Let's give a little fold to this one. I don't know. I'm in a folding kick today. So we'll get a little bit of turquoise and a little bit of white. Right here. And, well, I have to start this way. Kind of give them a little push, a little push, a little push, and then we'll thin them out there. It's got to be a little brighter than that. Because it is coming toward us. So give a little push, 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 and then thin them out like that. Curve them around. All right. Boy, he's just really weird looking, this fella right here. Okay, let's go in here. We'll kind of dilly-dally around with a few of these right in here and kind of curve it in like that. We'll get a bigger one right up in here. And higher in the middle and just bring it lower. So it's low, higher, lower. Okay. There we go. That rim of color helps guide you to where these petals are. Okay. All right. Let's have a good time with these two. Let's get some overlapping cupped petals that are facing us. Meaning a couple of them that look like this. They're facing in our direction. Okay. So we're gonna have one here, thick and thin like that. All right. Using some more turquoise. This is just all paint right now. We're gonna curve it right here, get thick right here, and then one's gonna overlap the other basically. All right. Now you're in control of the rest of it. Whatever petal you want to overlap, that's really your deal. Wherever you want to go with it. No glycerin, just regular paint this time. A little push and go that way. A little push. Really important. Push. Push. And you're gonna curve it around. Whatever one you want to go first, that's gonna be the one that's highlighted. Okay. Then the other side, same deal. Give it a push, go that way. Give it a push, go that way. Give it a push. That's probably the only push you get for that one. You just cup it there like this. All right. Okay. Anybody still alive over there? Let's get more glycerin. And we'll put it in the light area right in here. Get it really transparent there. Okay. All right. Well, so we'll get some nice see-through-y type of thing so you can see some of that lattice work also. Right in here, I'm just gonna kind of float it in there like this. Now this is more glycerin than paint, so you're gonna start seeing like stuff behind this rim of color here. It's like that. We'll get one right here. Right now, I'll just kind of flesh it out. I'll add the rim of color a little bit later. But you'll see what I'm talking about here. Let's add one. Let's add one right here. Just like that. You'll see the strokes of the plant. You're gonna still see a little bit of that flower too. We'll just kind of put the color in there. Okay. Let's go for another larger batch of transparent stuff. Right about in here, we'll give it a nice little curve like that. Just like so. And then we'll kind of have he's a big one, so we'll kind of spread them out like this. Okay. And we'll give him a little curve right in there. You're not going to be able to tell until I outline this stuff. Once I outline it, it'll look pretty wild. We'll put one. You know what? Let's just keep it like, we'll keep it like that. We'll keep it like that. Well, maybe I'll add a little skirt thing right here. Just like that. And we'll just kind of make them curve them like that. Okay. We're going to take some white, a little bit of that turquoise somewhere in there. We'll rim it with white. No glycerin. And what I'll do is I'll just add a slight touch, a little slight touch like this. And you just really just kind of outlining where the edge of the petals are. And that's about it. Let everything else stay pretty much transparent. Okay. So I'm just giving the edges that little bit of opaque rim of color there. Okay. Just like that, I can kind of guide it in its proper place. We got one right here, so we're gonna kind of aim him in there. We'll put a point to that one and give him a little curve there, just like that. All right, and then we'll keep playing around in here. I don't have to really push for anything, just a couple of little well-placed, we'll curve him in like that. All right. Once you get accustomed to it, it's almost like a little game. I'm still tinting the white. Right here, a little push there. He's near the edge there. A little push. Fade that away a little bit. Fade that away a little bit. And then we can just kind of guide the rest and give him a little push in there too. All right, this fella here, give him a nice little rim of color. Guide him in, a little rim of color. Guide it in just a little bit. That rim of color is really what's going to help you out here. So nice little rim of color. Turn the brush around. A little rim of color like that, and you just kind of help it out a little bit. Just guide it just a wee bit. Let's continue this one. Let's give them a little round, little meat, so it's not a little fold in there. Ugh, I just blessed my sweater with the paint, but that's okay. All right, I think we're almost done. We're almost finished here, guys. Nobody's talking to me. I think you guys all gave up on it, brother. I don't blame you. If you can't hear me, I don't blame you. Just like that. What I'm doing is just brightening the folds there that are visible, that are facing us. So I'm just adding a little bit of brightness to it there. All right. All right. I think that's the end of that. Oh, how do I want to do the next bit? Let's do it this way. Let's give it a little bit of white. We'll put it right here. Okay. Let's get orange right on the tip there. Just like that. Get some more orange. Right on the tip. Just like that. And we'll come here, we'll add a few of these like this. Give it a slight push. Boom. Higher up there, higher. See that orange kind of makes it pop there. See that? Okay. Have it come over the flowers. Have it bend over a little bit there. See that? Real high, real low, whatever. Just like that. That's all you need. All right. Get some more orange. Just on that corner. Scoop up that white edge there. All right. You guys can't barely see it. You guys can't see it. Maybe underneath here you can see it. There it is. See that? Okay. There. All right. Going in the opposite direction. Right in here. Pop it right in there. It's like that. Crisscross them. Make some kind of high. Like that. Come over here. Make it come past the plant a little bit. Just like that. Yeah. Just like that. Okay. Well, I really don't have to add too much more to this. I don't even have to add a bud or anything in this. Everything is everything. So I think I got what I would like to get out of this. So let us we'll use the white here. Strip liner brush. If you like, well, I guess I really shouldn't say this, but if you like what you see, press the thumbs up button. If you don't like it, well, press the thumbs down button. You can leave all your comments, and I'm pretty sure there will be some. Leave them down below. I wish I could present this a little better to you, but I realize that my webcaster is doing the webcam audio. It is USB. I did click the USB button, but I think it won't do it until I reboot. So nothing I can really do about that right now. But I can run a test later on to see if everything will work okay. But I'll probably do the test on Facebook. I won't do it on YouTube. It's the same program, the same setup, the same audio, everything. It's easier to do it on Facebook than to go through the trouble of typing in all that stuff and putting thumbnails and everything just for a sample video. So I can just easily do it on Facebook and be done with it. If you guys hear me through the mic, we'll be good. All right. Basically, hold on for a second, guys. Now, because I'm not using my switcher, I'm just using all webcam. I can make that go away. Okay. All right, but there you go. There you have it. All right. Of course, I like a border. It's me. And because I used water, I didn't really use glycerin. So I don't think I'm going to get any bleed through. Okay. Now, why did that happen? I have no idea. But it did. cutting anything, but I don't know why that happened. It sucks not having nails. There we go. Come on. There we go. Probably went out of focus because of my arm directly in front of the camera. But there you have it. Obviously, I will be taking a picture of this so you guys will see it in clarity. I'll probably take it in a few minutes. I got the camera right here. And what I'll do when I take the picture is because of the glare of the light. All right. Well, you guys will be able. You guys will be able to see it right now. As long as I kind of block the light like this. Now you see that big shadow? Okay, I have to do that to take a pretty decent picture of the thing. Okay. And that way, you guys might not see me take the picture, but I'm taking the picture exactly right now. I take a couple of them. Alright, that should do it. Okay. Now my phone synced into the computer, so they're already in my pictures folder. Alright. So that should be the end of that. I'll put this down here because I'm going to have to move the camera. Once again, thank you very much. I do appreciate it. I know you guys can barely hear me. I'm sorry. I apologize for that. But it will be better on next go around. Let me know what you think. This will be posted on Facebook within, I don't know, a few minutes or so. And until next time, guys, see you later. Peace. Be good. Stay safe. And I'll see you. Bye-bye.